Dear Pamela, I am writing to express my admiration for your decision to refuse a presidential pardon and accept responsibility for your actions on January 6th. January 6th was a tragic day, but I'll always believe that I did my duty that day to see the peaceful transfer of power under the Constitution of the United States. Your honorable decision speaks volumes about your commitment to the rule of law, and I wanted to pass along my genuine respect. I'm certain that your willingness to accept responsibility has inspired many Americans by your example of integrity and faith. May God bless you and your family with every blessing in the years ahead. Most sincerely, Mike Pence, 48th Vice President of the United States. Wow, based. Fucking epic. All right. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's great. Yeah, wow. That's actually incredibly based. He did nuke his entire career. And he was like trying to calm like Trump down as well. Fuck. He's like, he has to be one of the most regulated fucking people. That's crazy. Be an arrogant and narcissistic nepo baby. Be a massive drama queen that refuses to take any responsibility. Pretty much to act smart on stream. Be a alleged copyright abuser. Purposefully misinterpret any detractors and double down on it. Be Hassan Piker. Pick unrelated. And it's a picture of Pyre Software. Very funny. Don't give non-apology apology. Sarcastic non-apologies will not be accepted. Snark, I need a mod to sticky a post with a heartfelt apology. Do this and I'll tear up the complaint. I'm 100% serious. And the reason he's doing this is because incredible play by Ethan Klein. I understand that my announcement that I'm going to sue Sean DeBlack was upsetting to some. Therefore, in an act of superhuman grace, I will make you this offer. If the Snark subreddit, Taylor Lorenz, and Kat Timbarge all apologize for calling me a misogynist, I will consider dropping the lawsuit against Sean. This offer expires Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Jesus Christ. And then Kat Timbarge here. I want to be clear that my piece never refers to Ethan Klein as a misogynist. It says the lawsuits have provoked a torrent of misogynistic abuse aimed at these women, who are already frequent targets, were the latest gift to the misogynistic cesspool of the internet, and are catnip for the misogynistic ecosystem of the Twitch community and beyond. I'll apologize for something I didn't say if it saves someone else from being financially destroyed, but I think this latest move proves the point of everything I did say. Kat Timbarge is no longer on Twitter, but she wanted me to communicate this statement to everyone. And then H3 says, okay, this is not a sincere apology. Wow. That's crazy. Taking the week off. Thank you all so much for the support. If you guys want to continue to support me in my legal defense, here's my GoFundMe. See you all soon. Ethan Klein, who is this is the satire account. Sure, you can afford a week off? Jesus.
I wish it was this.
You didn't even disavow the assassination of Donald Trump, bro.
I wish it was the assassination attempt, okay?
Oh, look,
care about viability.
Okay, 19 weeks. Looks like, that's weird. Looks like baby. Okay.
Right into the trash can.
Little legs.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. I almost hated women for a second there.
Another $6,000 a year wouldn't help you at all with groceries?
With 2 children?
Yeah?
This much, maybe. But if the price
What are your
of
children
groceries...
eating? I think kid was 6 or 7. I went to school once and they had one of those drag queens doing the reading story hour, and I just can't. It's just rotting my mind. There is not a single example of him saying something crazy and then something good resulting from it. I don't even think it's a good negotiating tactic. If I would have told Peter that I wanted $5,000 for my appearance here today, and he would have said no, and I would have pulled out a gun and threatened to kill myself.
That's just fan behavior. They always do that.
That psychological processing of media is
I think
has
it's
to be
really bad.
It's detrimental. It has
There's
to
a lot
be.
of artwork from Hitler that I like, and people can't separate.
Okay, so
If you're smelling it, then there's some shit that's obviously there for you to smell. Can you smell a guy if he rips ass? No, answer me this fucking question.
Right.
If there's a guy and he rips ass 6 feet from you outside, can you smell that ass rip?
Yep.
When I fill up your mom with a load or two, then you open the door crying because you thought this dick was for you.
The good thing about the trans stuff is there are so many.
That's an old one. That one is called 8 Mile. And he was in a rap battle with Mr. Mutin.
Any
Okay.
conservative parents out there who their kid has come to them like, Dad, I need to talk to you. And the dad's like, oh, fuck. And the
I don't know what Mr. Mutin is doing now. Oh my gosh, it's been so many years. It's been so many years since he's appeared on stream. Oh fuck, it's been so long. What is he doing now? Is he still streaming? Or has he given up? Or has he finally become a therapist?
kid's like, I think I'm gay. And oh, thank God.
This filthy lib terrorist, I'm sure he has a wife and all. Yeah, but what is he doing as a living? This filthy lib terrorist community saved the facility for feeding orphans. Actual sex pest behavior. Dusha Kharkiv is no longer in debt, will no longer be evicted from their place. Thank you to every person who helped. This is an awesome thing you did. We're going to film a thank you video for you all soon. Nice. Pew pew on a live sewer slide. I'm 50% sure if Zelensky just offered to build Trump as the world's largest statue surrounded by 1,000 kneeling statues in exchange of USA helping them get back 100% territory, he would do it. I think he would. Is that the shield with the fucking Ukrainian coat of arms on it? That's crazy, dude.
So I had already said then, as I say now, that October 7th was horrific and it was a war crime.
Okay. Fuck you, mods. Can't stop
as well as hospice providers. Secretary Kennedy, are you aware that President Trump's Department of Justice is reportedly investigating United Healthcare for criminal insurance fraud?
Zapper going
in some
crazy.
of their for-profit health insurance plans, like Medicare Advantage?
I'm not aware of that investigation.
You are not aware that the Trump Department of Justice is investigating the largest insurance company in America that
I'm not aware of
for fraud in Medicare
That's very
Advantage?
sassy.
No, I'm not aware of that.
That you have jurisdiction over?
It doesn't surprise me.
Okay. In your submitted testimony, you said HHS takes seriously our role as responsible stewards of taxpayer dollars. Are you aware that for-profit insurance corporations like United Healthcare
You saved the video
have been
from
found
earlier?
to be
What video?
defrauding
Yes.
public dollars of more than $80 billion a year?
I'm not aware of that number, but
You're
I'm
not
aware
aware
that
of
there's
that?
fraud across the for-profit sector.
Respectfully, Secretary Kennedy, if we're making decisions around waste, fraud, and abuse, this is the largest.
I should start making videos where I'm just surfing the r/Destiny subreddit. I should honestly just start making videos. Nobody else makes content like that, okay? Well, I mean, like, they do, okay? They do make content off of reading Reddit, okay? Tons of people do. But, like, I'm just saying no one has done it yet for r/Destiny, no? Except for, like, JStuck. But who the fuck wants to watch JStuck do it? I think it's a good avenue, right?
Source of waste, fraud, and abuse of public dollars in the public insurance.
The reason I say this is mainly because there are there are people who are sorry, my bad. I lost my words for a moment. There are topics that are too short to make into an actual segment or a video. But it's not like I don't want to cover them. But one of the best ways to cover them is if I make it into one entire medley of like topics to cover instead.
Did you say $80 million?
$80 billion a year.
80, did you say 80 million or 80 billion?
80 with a B, billion.
With a B,
yeah.
I love how sassy she is. She's just so sassy. I love how sassy she is. I feel like AOC is just fuck. I mean she's lost the grace. She's lost the grace from people like Hassan, right? Like people like Hassan and other like stupid lefties don't like her anymore, right? Because she's now become a little bit too liberal for them. All I can say is based. Okay.
If that's the case, why did you nearly double the rate that taxpayer dollars give for-profit insurance companies like United next year if you don't know those things?
She's so sassy. You're supposed to be like completely formal and non-serious when you're asking these questions, like supposedly. But honestly, I kind of support it. U.S. Republican congressman sent a letter to the AG of the U.S. calling for Zoran's denaturalization. What the fuck? Zoran's little Muhammad Mamdani is an anti-Semitic socialist communist who will destroy the great city of New York. He needs to be deported, which is why I'm calling for him to be subject to denaturalization proceedings. Attaches my letter to Pam Bondi. What the fuck? Dude,
Making this video
Jesus.
today to talk a little bit about
Yeah, fuck these
why
Trump
our
people.
family moved to Moscow from Texas.
The anti-woke family that moved to Russia, then the dad ended up on the front lines of Ukraine war. In a 3-minute movie.
Because it started a couple of years ago with the LGBT indoctrination of kids.
And they moved because of the scourge that was...
The scourge. The scourge. Wow. The scourge.
Made far worse in the Biden era with all the LGTB plus nonsense that has infected
LGTB plus. Okay,
our schools, popular
smartest Brit
You can turn on
culture.
TV these
films.
days without child cartoons talking about sex and gender, teaching it in the public schools, the transgender movement, these mentally ill folks, DEI initiatives, being told we're racist.
What's going to happen?
Now Russia's our home and we're living the truth. Half man, together we stay. In Russia, the sun shines bright.
Oh my god, this better not be copyrighted. I hate cutting out copyrighted parts, dude. Oh my god.
It has been about a week now since we've been going through the time change. Has been a little rough. Obviously, we've been filmed a lot and a lot of different coverage within the media. And my husband has signed a contract with the Army. Daddy just sent me a picture. He has signed the contract. It's official.
How does he... So he ends up on the front lines of Ukraine. After moving to Russia because he is sick and tired of the woke in America. Okay, I wish more Republicans would do this. I wish more Republicans... This guy's a role model. Send them out there. What the fuck? Go fight the woke, okay? Dude, at least... Listen, I actually fully support anyone who doesn't like the United States, all right, to go out there and move out of our country. Get out, okay? We don't want you here. You are a traitor to our country. We don't want you here. All hail the glorious United States, okay? 1,000 years United States regime, okay? 1,000 years, 10,000 years neoliberal regime, all right? We don't want you here. Okay? You don't like the United States so much because there's too much transgender people? Oh, okay. All right, go to Africa. Fuck. You love praising Africa, all right? Go to Russia. Go to North Korea, okay? They hate transgender people. They hate anyone. Anyone, okay? Just please anywhere else but here, okay? All right, I fully support. This guy's a role model, okay? Go. Shoo. Bye.
Oh, he signed his Army contract. Thoughts?
Amazing.
Hey girls, I love you very much. I'm very, very happy to get to send you this video, let you see my face, see I'm doing well, probably see I've lost a few pounds. I miss y'all more than you can imagine, and I can't wait to see you. Hopefully I get a vacation some point, and I get to come home and spend a couple of weeks with you, but man, you're out.
What the fuck? That's... Look, do you know how many Republicans are cowards? I actually massively respect this guy. I respect him. I fucking respect... You don't like the woke? You don't like the woke in our country? You don't like the woke in our country? Dude, this guy, listen, a lot of MAGA people, they talk the talk, okay, but they never walk the walk, okay? This guy is running. He is sprinting, okay? He's a real person, okay? He's fighting against the Ukrainians to own the libs. He's fighting against the Ukrainians to own the libs. He's fighting the Ukrainian war, one of the bloodiest wars right now, okay, to own the libs. Yeah, Father of the Year.
On my mind 24/7, and just know that what I'm doing is
Okay, I'm starting to feel bad for him now.
important to me and important for our family, and I will do whatever it
totally
takes
feel owned,
to be
yes.
safe and to come home to you, and take care of each other. Take care of Mom. She's got a lot on her shoulders, and Deanna, man, I love you. I'm so proud of you, and I know how much you're struggling without me.
Oh, hell
and,
no.
I'm so grateful that you're doing this for me so that I can do this for our family. And I miss you so much. I love you. Today's Father's Day. Wish I could be there.
That, please tell me that's edited in effects, dude. This is like, it can't be real. It literally, it can't be real. Really, the sirens in the background, really?
But I'll be home for the next one. So y'all take care of each other, and I love you very much. Bye.
In Russia, the sun shines bright every day.
Okay, that has to be okay, this is clearly
this video
edited.
today.
This is clearly edited. Imagine hating Gabriel so much. Oh. I feel bad for their daughters, 100%. He probably won't be coming home. Yikes, dude. Dude, yikes. I'm pretty sure that was edited in. That the sirens were edited in, but not the rest, okay? I bet the sirens were edited in, not the rest. Okay. There's one diagram where I give the official IDF numbers for the main population clusters: 1 million in Gaza City, 350 in the central area, and 500,000 in Mosul. The missing 400, genocide. Okay. It's hilarious that you make leftists sad and mad enough, they'll drop all pretenses in complaint and start screaming racial slurs. Oh, Wintermute, right. I mean, this is true, okay? This is true, but not for the reasons you're thinking, okay? Liberals will never do this. I don't think liberals will ever be so mad to the point where they start screaming racial slurs, but 100% tankies would, okay? 100% like lefty tanky people would start screaming racial slurs, okay? And probably start quoting Stalin and Hitler, okay? The moment you start pissing them off. Ethan is collecting them like Infinity Stones. Sure. Everybody in the background has been fucked. Okay. Next, there's one person left. Okay. Truth Social has anime porn adverts on it base. See, this is what I'm afraid of. I'm just scrolling through the r/Daphne subreddit and on stream, and then it's just a porn advertisement pops up because you guys know exactly what my history is. I'm kidding. Okay, that's enough. New propaganda just dropped. CIA and Mossad luring Palestinians with aid and medicine to murder them. Death toll 377,000. Holy shit. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Kyle. That's why I've decided to add Shonda Black to the lawsuits. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Need proportional representation and to destroy the two-party system. This constant infighting for how the party should act or is defined really feels ineffective. No, people just need to keep their eye on the prize. People need to keep their eye on the prize. And you just have to, everybody needs to be on the same page for that. My guess is going to be, I haven't dug a lot into the policies of either because I'm not in New York. My guess is going to be, I would have preferred Cuomo, probably, or some like establishment Dem, because those are just the type of people I like over the Zoran guy. But if I lived in New York City, I'm showing up all day to vote for Zoran. I'm never considering ever any MAGA alternative. It's not even remotely close to that. You should be able to brutal as fuck infight when it comes to primaries, because that's what primaries are for. But then once the primary's over, then you say, okay, fighting's over, off to the general. We kind of used to do that, right? I think Hillary campaigned for Obama. That was a very brutal primary. That was Hillary's election. It was literally, for all the coronation memes, that was it. And then Obama was a fucking nobody, a literal WHO megalol. He came out of nowhere. And then all of a sudden, Hillary lost that primary, and it was insane. Same thing with Trump. Everybody hated Trump in the Republican primary. He was making fun of people's wives and calling people retarded. Not retarded, but basically. And then, and they all came out, and then they endorsed and phone bank, right? There's the videos of of Cruz phone banking for Trump afterwards as well.
Wow. It's promoted. Thank you. Democrats need to turn down the rhetoric.
Do you have certainty that all the highly enriched uranium was inside the Fordo Mountain or some?
Hegseth flips out on Fox News reporter Jennifer Griffin. Do you guys enjoy me like covering r/Destiny? I think it's fun. I think it's good. But yeah, someone needs to cover it. Okay, it's fun.
Because there were
I like
satellite
slop.
photos that
I'm a
showed
slopper.
more than a
okay?
dozen trucks there 2 days in advance. Are you certain none of that highly enriched uranium was moved?
Of course, we're watching every single aspect, but Jennifer, you've been about the worst. The one who misrepresents the most intentionally. What the president says. I'm familiar.
About the ventilation shafts on Saturday night, and in fact,
Maybe
I
not
was
with
the first
Loki.
to
Loki, who's that?
describe the B-2 bombers, the
Who the fuck is that?
refueling, the entire
What are you talking
mission
about?
with great accuracy. So I take issue with that.
I appreciate you acknowledging
You have
that this was the
issues.
first operator.
What's the disagreement? Whatever, man. Trump came close to winning Latino vote. Yikes. Zora Mamdani accused that he is a radical Muslim. Not scary. How does she dress like a? She looks like Lav. This person looks like Lav Lewin, dude.
Meet Darren, one of thousands of young architects who've recently moved to Austin to escape what he calls the liberal architecture agenda.
Yeah, I used to live in LA for a while, but like the scene there just kept becoming more and more regulated. And here I feel like I can build whatever I want, dude. And people don't even care if you get like a little offensive with it. Right now I'm working on like a house that just has the word bitch written all over it. And then I'm also working on this like really steep handicap ramp that no one could even get up, you know, if they wanted to.
I wonder if the hot Korean nurse will ever join the Discord. She won't. Okay, because she's not a hot Korean nurse. Because the moment that she joins voice chat, we will all find out. Okay, we will all find out that she is actually a burly man. Okay, thanks for the GGG slot. Thank you, I appreciate that. Dude, you are starting to donate every stream. Thank you, Hareza.
A martini, shaken not stirred.
Shaken not
Thanks for the
stirred.
DGG slop.
Thank you so much, Hareza. I really appreciate that. Big dubs for Hareza. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Thank you, 9S. Okay. I appreciate somebody from the, you know, the fucking Yorha Council. All right. Sending down some support, air support. Okay. Thank you. Hey, please tell me, please tell my crush. Okay. One of the operators up there that I have a crush on them. Okay. Kidding. All right. Okay. Dude, you know what's gonna happen with Loki? It's really simple, okay? It's gonna be like this. Loki? Hey, it's your expectations, okay? Your expectations. Hello. Ooh ooh. Hi, I'm Loki Coco. It's really nice to meet you. I'm the hot Korean nurse that you've all been waiting for. Yeah, that's right. I'm single. All right. Reality. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I just threw up. Oh! Destiny sucks. Oh. Your expectations have been shattered.
These are young Gen Z men, chronically online. They want to challenge the status quo, building houses with what they're calling Chinese doorbells.
Most attribute the shift to the
What the fuck was that?
Status quo, building houses with what they're calling Chinese doorbells.
The fuck? Dude, what in the world? I mean, good thing this is satire, but what the
Most attribute the shift to the popular architecture podcast, The Bingo Hogan Ordeal.
Every morning I put my foot in a bucket of dry ice and then I smash it into 1,000 pieces using a cartoon mallet. Anyway, why do young men feel like they can't build anything anymore?
Look, we have disrupted the social order. The man builds the home while the woman tends to it. The modern man feels like he's not allowed to build, and the woman wants to give the house pronouns.
You can't even build a devilishly steep handicap ramp anymore.
Exactly. I mean, look at trout. The male trout builds the home out of algae and sticks, while the woman tends to the babies.
What?
And we share 98% of our DNA and hobbies with trout.
The popular weekly show Build Ronnie has become the center of the Austin scene.
Okay, y'all know how this works. If your name gets
Drink. A martini, shaken, not stirred.
May your poles be forever blissed, folded hands.
And may your donos be forever flowing every day, okay? Thank you so much for the 13 Canadian, okay? Even though, you know, 13 Canadian, 14 Canadian translates to like $2. I do appreciate the gesture, okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm kidding. Love you, okay? Thank you. I appreciate that. W unruly, W universe.
Ron, you got 15 seconds to tell us your idea for a building, and then we call you gay. Frank Peabody. Nice name, buddy. What's next, Frank Pooh?
Hey, so obviously, you know, you got like his and hers bathrooms. Hold the hers.
I guess I just got one question. How comfortable are the closets at your house? Because it doesn't seem like you're ready to come out of yours just yet. Gate?
It's a basic family home made of cheap but sturdy materials, built to withstand wear and tear.
And?
Chinese doorbells?
My Monopoly money, yeah.
For young architects like Darren, the field may be crowded, but the dream lives on.
Yeah, so didn't get pulled tonight, but hoping to, you know, get up next week maybe.
What were you hoping to pitch?
Yeah, so I was gonna pitch this house for immigrants where the floor actually collapses and then they land on spikes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and all the spikes have the word bitch written on them.
Very nice. That was satire, okay? To be very clear, that was satire, all right?
He's humping toes. No.
Careful, alert, very rare progressive moment that we're going back to being in a cell because women, okay? There's the Goldilocks zone of male harassment on women where it's not quite to the point to where the woman can complain.
Yeah, that was yeah, the post has been tagged satire, fake news.
And not be labeled as a hysterical. In this Goldilocks zone, men can basically infinitely harass women and they kind of just have to like laugh and deal with it. What are they going to do? Because from their perspective, are you going to go and complain like, hey, somebody needs to throw this guy out? Well, now everybody's going to attack you and you're going to feel like you're ruining the party. You're going to...
Oh, so I was talking about Mango, but to be fair, okay, yeah, what Mango did was not okay, but he's been done dirty, okay? Like I said before. That was the first segment that I covered on this stream, okay? He's been done dirty by these people, dude. All right.
I feel like a Destiny as a woman, you can tell a dude off for being annoying.
To be fair, okay, this is what I talk about when I'm talking about male feminists, okay? These so-called male feminists are just trying to get into the pants of some woman, okay? They're only feminists as long as, you know, they don't get rejected. Otherwise they're gonna slip a little into your drink, okay?
You don't have to freak out and be a... That's all conflict. If you go from 0 to 100, you always look crazy. Yeah, but what I'm telling you is that for women, if you're not at 100, then it's viewed as being like a maybe. This is why, like, when girls are like, oh, like, I don't know how to let this guy down, my advice, you just ghost him. Because letting a guy gently down will always be seen to the guy as like, oh, there's still a chance. Like, oh, I can still push. Or like, oh, she's just being shy or whatever. It's just annoying to see women sitting around passively, waiting for a dude to step in to save them. Well, this is part of our responsibility in taking care of the women in our lives. If it's 2045 and we've figured out all gender roles and everything is equal, but I mean, at this point, I think you kind of need a guy to step in and be like, hey, bro, this is not cool. Time to slow down. I guess if you're a bi guy, you might understand. As a man, it just is very hard to understand what it feels like. If you're a woman and a guy just starts putting his hands on you, it is such an unbelievably unsettling, uncomfortable feeling.
We are both in relationships, and I'd love if you'd leave.
But how would Destiny know that? Oh, because Alex Jones. Okay, I get it now. Because when he was debating Alex Jones, Alex just... Okay, never mind. I get it now.
I'm asking you to fucking leave.
This is just like insanely unhinged. Like, women have no personal space. I think men feel very entitled sometimes to women's attention or time in a way that they never would around another man. If you sat down at a guy's table and he was like, you know that if you stay, you're fighting, or you get up and you leave. Those are the only two options. But for women, you can basically just do whatever you want because they're Women. Ugh, I think it's super gross. But who cares? You know what? Okay. All right. Back to hating women.
Did the conservative delete their post? Really nice. I wish you would look into it further because clearly someone is in the wrong, and I think Mango is in the wrong, but Ledwig is more in the wrong, I think. Cuomo will stay in the NYC mayor's race after conceding Democratic primary to Mamdani.
One of the comments that Benny Morris made was, as sad as it is, if Israel would have just genocided the Palestinians, nobody would be talking about it today. It would just be over and nobody would care.
Yep.
But the big up on the Israeli part was just, I guess, like expelling them or having them all flee instead of killing all of them, which is a little bit unhinged. I feel like Turkey basically did that, but with like multiple ethnic groups. I've heard like Armenian genocide brought up as kind of like a meme. Like nobody's ever really, I never learned about any of that in school.
Please come
but I feel like
home.
when Turkey, after the Ottoman Empire collapsed, when Turkey wanted to make a country, Turkey basically said, let's just kill every single person that isn't part of our group.
Yep.
And then we're going to make our own kind of like ethno-state country explicitly. And then they like did that for like millions of people. The Armenians and the Greeks being the two largest crowds of people. Holy it's a lot of fucking people. Like a lot of people, like millions of people for the Armenians. And then I think over 1 million, I think for the Greek expulsions. And then nobody actually really gives a nobody really cares. I don't know. I don't think Turkey actually acknowledges it as any like genocidal war crime or anything. I think it's only like 30 some countries. It's actually wild.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. And I learned about this kind of stuff. That's fucked up. NYC in 2000, we will never forget. NYC in 2025, elects Muslim jihadist. Wow. Thank you, Benny Johnson. Very cool. 25 posts of 9/11, George W. Bush quotes about Islam, Muslims, and immigrants. Every immigrant can fully and equally American because we're one country. Race and color should not divide us because America is one country. America rejects bigotry. We reject every act of hatred against people of Arab background and Muslim. Wait, what part of this is a shitpost? I mean, he's just kind of spitting facts here, no? I love it whenever conservative presidents talk about how glorious the United States is. Okay, it's one of my favorite things. Why do you think I have American flag in the background? I'm proud of this shit, dude. Hold on. Listen, every single time I have a neoliberal moment, okay? I have to play the neoliberal clip TM, okay, trademarked. Where is the neoliberal clip? Where the fuck is it? Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, that was some good crack. Here it is. I gotta play it.
You can go to live in France, but you cannot become a Frenchman. You can go to live in Germany or Turkey or Japan.
Ignore
but you
Elon
cannot
Musk when he
become
shows
a
up,
German,
okay?
a Turk, or Japanese. But anyone from any corner of the earth can.
Look, I like this one just mainly because it pisses off Winter every single time I post it in the fucking Gen chat, okay? Okay. Okay. Where Dark Brandon? I fucking love Dark Brandon memes. You're right. Where is our Dark Brandon memes? Oh, I've seen Dark Brandon memes before, right?
With the vision. Mike, what's the deal with punching a couch or something? Someone keeps telling me, but I can't get the reference. Oh, I dated someone 6 years ago. That was I didn't know they were an ex of Destiny.
You dated Bad Bunny? I don't think that happened, dude. I don't think that... What is this? What is this madness? You've dated someone? Yeah, and I fucked your mom last night.
And Destiny became super obsessed with it. And I changed her to radical left-wing politics. And it was like a huge humiliation moment for him. So he and his audience watched every hour of the time we spent together looking for any moment that they could clip out of context. So it's a 6-year-old stalking from Destiny. But unfortunately, I would bring her on stream, but
wow, what do you even call this level of copium? Like, holy shit.
She got banned because she was wearing a Hamas
Wow.
headband on her stream after October 7th. She got banned for supporting terrorism. So unfortunately, she can't come on anymore. But that's
very convenient, I guess.
You know,
Okay.
maybe I don't know if she even likes me anymore, to be honest. She probably thinks I'm a liberal, to be honest. So that's the reference. So every time you hear that, that's just Destiny stalking me, or like telling his weirdo audience to stalk me more. That's all that is. And that was literally 6 years ago. My ex from 6 years ago.
Your ex. Does that word have no more meaning anymore? Your ex. I mean, technically, my own mom, my flesh and blood mom, is my ex. You know, because we've been together for so long. You know, and we've had awkward moments before. Me and my mom. You know, we're exes.
So it's very. I mean, so it's just a tell. It's very weird, and kind of I feel bad for her because I'm sure she wants nothing to do with me, which is totally fine. You're allowed to like leave these people in the past. But I thought I would just tell you that's what that is. Any other questions?
Wow. I have literally never heard. I have never heard of cope. So cope before. That is a whole new level. I have never. That's the most. That's crazy. That's just. I'm sorry. That's. Fuck. That's some crazy cope, dude. Oh my god. Carefree apartments. Where do I even? How do I even get here?